Alright, so we are live here for Sunday Night Football. Sorry, I'm on a little later than I wanted to. But we've got the Ravens and the Steelers today. Both teams that could make the playoffs. Both are in the playoff hunt. Ravens have clinched a playoff spot. Steelers haven't and currently sit out of it, but they just had up on the screen how they could make the playoffs. Just give me 1 second to get this scoreboard up at the top of the screen. 1 second. But Justin Tucker sends it away, and this kick will be a touchback as it bounces midway through the end zone. And Kenny Pickett and the Steelers offense will take the field first. Sorry, that's from last time I streamed. Alright, let's see. Give me 1 second. Alright, there we go. Oh, sorry, just realized I spelled Steelers wrong. Alright, there we go. Pickett hands off to Najee Harris. He's able to run for maybe 3 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Not a whole ton of space there for him to run. But I will put out a poll and bring up the comments in 1 second. But a 2nd and 7 here for the Steelers. Pickett looks to throw. He fires on the out route to tight end Pat Frymouth. He shoved it out of bounds after picking up about 5 and making a 3rd and short, about a 3rd and 2. Alright, pulling up the comments, give me 1 second. Alright, so they're going to mark this as a 3rd and 1 for the Steelers, early 3rd down. Pickett going to wind up under center. Najee Harris, the running back, instead they'll give it to the fullback, and he's able to pick that up the middle. He gains about 3-4 yards on the play. Alright, waiting for this to load. Give me 1 second. Alright, there we go. The person that got the give was TJ Watt. Oh, sorry, not TJ Watt. What's his name? Derek Watt, is it? It is Derek Watt. 1st and 10, Pickett hands off to Harris, and he is going to get a solid run of 5. Maybe got a 60 yard there on 1st down. But let me get a poll out. Just give me 1 second. But let me know if you guys have winning by voting. Oh, wrong button. By voting on this poll, it will be out in 1 second. Give me a second. But welcome to our stream today. The Ravens defense has allowed 14 or fewer points in each of their last 4 games, longest active streak. Here's a quick little swing pass out to 82. Don't know who he is. I'll get to that in a second, but he's taken down after a gain of 2. Alright, who will win, Steelers or Ravens? Alright, so that poll's out. Make sure to vote. Third and 2 here for the Steelers. Another 3rd down. Pickett looks to throw on this one. And now he looks for somewhere to go. He's going to fire and check it down to number 30. That is Jalen Warren, their 2nd string running back. And he's able to pick up a 1st down. But so far we've got a comment, go Ravens. Okay. So now, this is a game for me that I could definitely see going either way. I think the Steelers are going to end up getting the win because the Ravens don't have Lamar Jackson, and their offense really isn't that good without him because they don't have any playmakers on the outside. Tyler Huntley is good, but he's not the caliber of player Lamar Jackson is. Pickett hands off to Jalen Warren up the middle. Warren lucky to get a yard there on first down, not much space to run. Alright, make sure to vote on the poll. Here's a 2nd and 9 for the Steelers. Let me pull up the box score. Alright, there we go. 2nd and 9, Pickett under center. Jalen Warren in motion. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's able to turn the corner. Warren's still on his feet. Down the sideline. He stiff arms Williams, and he's inside the 10-yard line. Excellent run there from Jalen Warren on the jet sweep, getting the Steelers to a 1st and goal. He's seen an increased roll lately. That was a 31-yard carry. Jalen Warren was an undrafted rookie out of Oklahoma State. He's seen more of a role each game. Because Najee Harris just really hasn't been that good this season. I mean, the Steelers, they haven't been great running the ball as a team, I don't think. Let me check their numbers in a second. But actually, sorry, he was not out of bounds inside the 10. He was actually out of bounds at the 13. Apparently, he stepped out before I realized. Give me 1 second to find the Steelers' rushing numbers on the year. But 2nd and 7 here. Sorry, I just realized they didn't have the ball marker. But the Steelers, as a team, they average 4.1 yards a carry. Not great, not terrible. But here's Najee Harris. He's going to be about a yard short of a 1st down. And now we have another 3rd down for the Steelers. Here's a 3rd and 1. Their third down. Kenny Pickett goes quarterback sneak. He picks it up. And he gains 2, only needing 1 on the play. But make sure to vote on the poll if you haven't already. And let me know who you guys have winning. I have the Steelers winning because the Ravens are without Lamar Jackson. But I think this will be a lower scoring game. Neither offense is great, especially with the Ravens without Lamar Jackson. Pickett changes the play at the line. He winds up under center. Najee Harris, the tailback. And Harris gets... Nope. We got a false start on the Steelers. Play blown dead. And the game's first penalty will back the Steelers up 5 yards on the false start on tight end Pat Frymouth. So that'll back him up. But still 1st and goal from, I believe it's going to be, where's it going to be? Not sure exactly where. But 1st and goal for the Steelers. It's going to be at the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 7, Pickett in shotgun. Looks to throw, pump fakes. Rolls out, and he fires. That is incomplete. Najee Harris, the intended receiver along the sideline. Good coverage there. And that one falls incomplete. Good coverage there by Roquan Smith. Second and goal here for the Steelers. Pickett lines up under center. Najee Harris, the running back. And the give goes to Harris here. He's able to make a cut and get up to the 3-yard line. Solid run there on 2nd and goal, getting them 4 yards closer to the 3-yard line, making it a 3rd and goal. So let's see what they opt to go with here. I would imagine they're probably put the ball in the air Because, I mean, they're not the greatest team at running the football. So I would think they're going to throw it here. But, I mean, you never know. You could definitely see them run the ball. But I would think they're going to throw it here. We got an empty backfield for Pickett here. And he's going to throw it a fade to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete, looking for George Pickens. He was one-on-one on a fade towards the back pylon. And just cannot haul it in. And the Ravens defense forces a field goal attempt from the Steelers on their first drive. So let's see if the Steelers can get on the board here. It's a relatively close field goal for Chris Boswell, but he's actually got the worst field goal percentage in the NFL. It's a 21-yarder, and his kick is up and good, making it 3-0 Steelers. As they take their first drive, a long drive, an 8-minute drive, and go down the field and get on the board first. Officially marked as a 15-play, 73-yard drive, taking 7:59 off the clock. So we will get a look at the Ravens offense when they come back from commercial break. And now the Ravens are a team offensively that I really think they depend a lot on Lamar Jackson. So they don't have many playmakers on the outside. So I think it is going to be difficult for them to find much offensive success. Tyler Huntley's not bad, but I mean, he's not Lamar Jackson. So now, I didn't get to do these before, but going over the inactives for each side, let me see, 1 second. For the Steelers, their inactives: quarterback Mason Rudolph, defensive back Trey Norwood, linebacker Malik Reed, a guard Kendrick Green, linebacker Tay Crowder, and defensive tackle Jonathan Marshall. And Ravens inactives: quarterback Lamar Jackson, defensive end Calais Campbell, cornerback Marcus Peters, tight end Nick Boyle, offensive lineman Tristan Colon, outside linebacker David Ajaba, running back Kenyon Drake. And I believe that's all. So Tyler Huntley gets the start at quarterback for the Ravens with Lamar Jackson being out. So Ravens can get the ball here. So I shall switch the ball marker. "33rd meeting, including the postseason, between John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin. That is the most in the Super Bowl era between two head coaches. But Ravens can get the ball here as Boswell tees it up and is set to send it away. So he kicks this away, and it is going to be fielded by, I believe that's Justice Hill back there for the Ravens. He makes a cut, and he is taken down at the 27. Solid return. And Tyler Huntley leads the Ravens offense onto the field. Now the Ravens, without Lamar Jackson, this season, he got hurt. When did he get hurt? Against the Broncos, right? Yeah. So, without Lamar Jackson, they are 2-1. Wins over the Steelers and Falcons with a loss to the Browns. 1st and 10 here is the give to J.K. Dobbins up the middle. Dobbins taken down after a gain of 3 at the 30-yard line. So now the Ravens are a team that wants to run the football. So I would imagine they're going to try to do it a lot. Tyler Huntley in his third season, making his 8th start. His numbers, 1,624 passing yards, 430 rushing yards, 7 total touchdowns, 6 picks. 2nd and 7 here, J.K. Dobbins splits out his wide receiver, leaving an empty backfield for Huntley. He looks to throw here, and he's going to fire quickly. That's caught by Mark Andrews for the catch, and he's also able to pick up a Ravens first down on the first completion of the day for the Ravens. So the Ravens, they pick up a first down. First and 10 here. Huntley in the pistol. Dobbins, the running back behind him. Patrick Ricard, the fullback in motion. Here's the gift to Dobbins, and he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Big play there made by the Steelers defense, as they stop Dobbins for no gain. Alright, Gus Edwards enters the game at running back for the Ravens. Huntley in shotgun, looks to throw, pump fakes, and now looks to scramble. Huntley takes off and runs. He's going to scamper out of bounds after a gain of about 9 yards there. Now, Huntley's a quarterback that can move around. He's also one you can run some design quarterback runs with. He's not a Lamar Jackson, where he's such a dynamic playmaker like that. But, I mean, he can do similar things with his ability to do with his legs, as you see there on that play. Definitely one of the league's best backup quarterbacks. First and 10 here for the Ravens. Huntley lines up under center. He's going to hand off to J.K. Dobbins running left. Dobbins is stopped there after no gain once again. Ravens really haven't been able to run the ball on designed runs with the running back so far, as they've got, 3 carries for 3 yards, I think. Second and 10 here, Lamar Jackson on the season. His numbers, 2,242 yards, 764 rushing yards. He's inactive for the 4th straight game. Second and 10 here for the Ravens. Huntley once again under center. J.K. Dobbins, the running back. And play action, Huntley looks to throw. Now he's going to roll out right, and he looks to run once again. Huntley taken down there after a gain of 4. Another good scramble there from Huntley, making something out of nothing. Cam Hayward was chasing him down for the Steelers. Third and 10 here. Sorry, not third and 10. Third and 6. For the Ravens. From just inside Steelers territory at the 49. Huntley looks to throw. And he's going to fire quickly. That's caught by Mark Andrews. He's just able to get enough for a first down, as he was taken down right at the marker, but the ball definitely across the first down. And the Ravens move to chains on third down. Originally, I didn't think he would actually get it, but I mean, ooh, that's actually pretty close, as they show right here from the look on the first down marker, but they're going to mark this short, 4th and 1, actually. Ravens going to line up to go for it, and we have a timeout called for by the Ravens. John Harbaugh, over talking to the officials, says that's a bad spot. So now the Ravens, they challenged the call on the field of him being short. It's very close. Let's see here another angle. I think he's got it. It's a very close play. What do you guys think of the comments? But I think he got it. Just barely. So they review this. I think he just barely got enough to pick up the first down. But I mean, we'll find out when they make their official ruling after the review. So I think Andrews was just barely able to get enough there. It didn't seem as close in real time, so it seemed like it was going to be pretty easy that he got it, but I don't know. I definitely think he ended up getting enough. So waiting for him to come back from commercial break with what they end up doing after review. Still a commercial, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think he got it. Alright, so here we go. So they do give him a first down on the play. Oh, what am I doing? Alright, sorry, I accidentally clicked something I didn't want to, but they give him a first down, which does end up being the correct call. It's very close, but the ball is just across. Alright, so we got a first down here for the Ravens. Here's the toss to J.K. Dobbins running left. Dobbins looking for space. He's going to get shoved out of bounds after about a gain of a yard. Once again, the pattern of not having a ton of space to run continues for the Ravens, as they're averaging 3.2 yards a carry as a team, but when you take away the two Huntley scrambles, they're averaging 1.3 yards a carry. Second and 8. Ravens fullback Patrick Reichard plays 67% of the team snaps, which is the highest by a fullback since 2016. That is a diving interception attempt, but that one falls incomplete, as Huntley looking for Demarcus Robinson on the play, but not on the same page. And it is nearly picked off. Got his hand on it, just could not haul it in, as a bit too low. And now that brings up another third down here for the Ravens, 3rd and 8, with a minute 49 to go here in the first quarter. And we have a timeout called defensively by the Steelers. Their first timeout, the first timeout either side is called. Although technically the Ravens, they did challenge, but they didn't. They did not get the timeout taken away. But Ravens offense the last 3 games, all without Lamar Jackson. They have 12 points a game, which is 30th in the NFL. And their passing offense is also the worst in the NFL. With about 100 and just under 115 passing yards a game. 3rd and 8. Let's see what they have to go with here. So now, even if you don't pick up the first down here, you'd like to get a bit closer, maybe set yourself up for a field goal, because obviously you have Justin Tucker, he's got a huge leg, or end up going for it. But on first down at the 33, Huntley looks to throw, and he's going to fire that is complete to Demarcus Robinson, who's able to pick up a Ravens first down. First down for the Ravens, they pick up another 3rd down conversion. Alright, hold on, my screen froze. Let's try that again. Alright, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Here's the handoff to J.K. Dobbins up the middle. Dobbins, that could have been face mask right there. But a good run of 14, maybe 15. By far the Ravens' best run of the day. As he's able to power ahead up the middle for a excellent run there on first down. I'd like to get a second look at this potential face mask. He got his hand up on his helmet. I don't think he ever grabbed the face mask, though. But 1st and 10 here, 20 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Here is the keeper by Tyler Huntley on the option. And he's going to dive forward after a gain of 5 on what could be the final play of the first quarter. And it is going to be the final play of the first quarter. So long drives for each team. Ravens with the ball still in their first possession. Long drive for both teams. Both teams have run 10 plus plays so far on just one drive. Have gone 60 plus yards. The Steelers' first drive was 15 plays, 73 yards, taking 7:59 off the clock. Whereas the Ravens, their first drive, so far they've gone 12 plays, 60 yards, taking 7:01 off the clock, and they're still not even done. Alright, so they actually don't go to commercial break here. They're just talking about some kind of booth update. Let me see what they're talking about. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm not sure exactly what they're talking about. Essentially, something to do with how the Ravens' offense has been with and without Lamar Jackson. And how he's got an expiring contract and they're going to want to bring him back. Alright, now they go to commercial break, so Alright, they're back from commercial break here to begin the second quarter. Ravens still with the ball here. In their last 3 games, they've gotten 9 drives in the red zone, ending 2 of them in touchdowns, which is good for a 22% touchdown rate in their last few games, which is just awful. 2nd and 6 here for the Ravens. Some updated results in the poll. The Ravens have 83% of the vote. Steelers with 17% of the vote. 2nd and 6 here for the Ravens from the 13 of the Steelers. Here's the Jets sweep to 83. I don't know who that is. He breaks the tackle and is taken down after a gain of a yard. I believe that might be Andy Isabella. Let me check. Well, apparently some kind of practice squad guy because he's not on their active roster. Or, well, obviously he's on their active roster. But, he's not on this roster list I'm looking up. He's listed as a practice squatter. Yeah, that is Andy Isabella. That's just goes to show you how depleted this Ravens receiving core is. Here's Huntley. He looks to throw. And he's going to float into the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Deshaun Jackson in the end zone there. That one falls incomplete to bring up a 4th and 5. And the Ravens, similarly to the Steelers, they get inside the red zone and are forced to settle for a field goal attempt. Alright, so the Ravens, they settle for field goal just like the Steelers do. And Justin Tucker comes on for the field goal attempt. This is a 30-yarder from the left hash, and his kick is up and good, as you expect from Justin Tucker. So 3-3 here after each side has only had the ball once, and we are a minute into the second quarter. But long drives for both sides, both ending in 3 points. Both end up being 15-play drives, Steelers with 12 additional yards, and both end up being just short of 8 minutes as well. But make sure to vote on the poll if you haven't already. As I said a few minutes ago, the Ravens, 83% of you guys have said the Ravens. And 17% of you guys have said the Steelers. They go to commercial here, so waiting for them to come back. Alright, so Steelers set to receive the kickoff, so I shall move the ball marker over from the Ravens to the Steelers. Alright, they're back from commercial break here as well. But 3-3, 14:09 to go here in the first half. Justin Tucker tees it up and is set to kick it away. And the Steelers offense will begin at their own 25 as the kick bounces in the end zone for a touchback. And they will start at their own 25 for their second drive. Popping onto the scene, Kenny Pickett in 2022 is the only rookie quarterback with more than 4 starts. He was the only quarterback picked in the first round. He has 2,059 passing yards, second most by a rookie in Steelers history. And he has the second most starts by a rookie quarterback for the Steelers, too short of Ben Roethlisberger in 2004. Deontay Johnson in motion. Here's the give to Najee Harris up the middle. Harris is able to get a good run there of 9 yards on first down. And that brings up a second and short here for the Steelers. Najee Harris has had a weird year. He hasn't necessarily been great, but I mean, he hasn't been that bad either. He's coming off a very good rookie season. But this season, he hasn't followed it up with another great season. Just a okay season. If they go back to him here, he's able to pick up the first down and get an additional 4, maybe 5 yards as well. Alright, so first and 10 here for the Steelers. Kenny Pickett, in his first 5 games, he threw 2 touchdowns to 8 picks, whereas in his last 7 games, he's got 3 touchdowns in only 1 interception. I mean, 3 touchdowns in 7 games is not that great. Oh, he stumbles here, and he is just going to stay down for the sack. Could have got up and thrown it away, but a designed roll out there as he's rolling out, lost his balance. Najee Harris might have kicked him on the way by. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell there. But here's a 2nd and 17 after Pickett falls. Pickett in shotgun here. He looks to throw on 2nd and very long. And he's going to zip one to Deontay Johnson, who is able to get a lot of that lost yardage back and get a really nice play there of 14, making it a 3rd and 3. Excellent job there for the Steelers, going from 2nd and long to 3rd and very manageable. We got a 3rd and 3 here. Pickett in shotgun from their own 46. Pickett looks to throw. Blitz brought by the Ravens. He escapes the rush, rolls out, and on the move, he fires downfield. That is caught by George Pickens for a first down. Flag comes in as well. And Pickens then shoved it out of bounds. With 11:26 to go in the second quarter. Let's see what the flag is. It's going to be an illegal touching penalty, as Pickens stepped out of bounds before he caught the ball. It's got to be more aware where the sideline is right there. But if that's a loss of down penalty as well, so the Steelers will send on the punting unit. And the first time either side punts today, the Steelers do it here on 4th and 3. James Prochet back deep to receive for the Ravens. Low snap, but still kicked away by Harvin. This is going to bounce, and then it is going to take a Steelers bounce inside the 10-yard line and keep rolling until it is finally down at the 6. And the Ravens will have not good starting field position deep inside their own territory. And I just thought of this, guys, but Happy New Year to all of you. But Happy New Year. So I hope you have a great 2023. Hold on, give me 1 second. Alright, there we go. But the Ravens, they will start deep inside their own territory at their own 6 after their defense ends up forcing a punt. The only thing is, it's going to be way. They'll be starting deep inside their own territory. Alright, so the Ravens, so the Ravens with the ball at their own 6. They're back from commercial break here. $10:50 to go in the first half. 1st and 10 from deep inside their own territory. First and 10. They're going to start off in the pistol here. And it is going to be a handoff to J.K. Dobbins. And he is... No, sorry, that's Gus Edwards. He's very lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Hit a few yards in the backfield. But lucky to get back to the line. TJ Watt hit him in the backfield but could not bring him down. Maybe even a loss of half a yard on the play. But TJ Watt came flying around the edge there. 2nd and 10. Huntley in the shotgun. J.K. Dobbins, the running back. Huntley rolls out, standing in his end zone. He fires. That is complete to Deshaun Jackson. Jackson gains 9 yards to make it a 3rd and 1. But we have a 3rd and 1 here for the Ravens. They're going to line up in the pistol. Gus Edwards, the running back, for this 3rd and short. And they're going to give it to Edwards up the middle. This is almost identical look to the earlier look. They put the fullback right guard in motion. And the Steelers, they stop him for no gain. That was almost identical to the first down play. But once again, the Steelers do an excellent job stopping Edwards in the backfield. Or stopping him for no gain. And they will force a Ravens punt. And the only thing that really seemed different to me about this play was it was not TJ Watt in the backfield. It was a different Steeler player. But the Ravens, they kick this away. Steelers get the ball here on the punt. And it is fair catch called for. at I believe it's the 35-yard line. Flag down on the play. So let's see what that is. So the officials discuss here. During the return, we got a holding penalty on Minkah Fitzpatrick of the Steelers. So that will back the Steelers up 5. Or is it 10? But, regardless, that'll back the Steelers up. And they will now be starting, let's see, where are they going to be starting at? At their own 26. It was enforced at the 36. Alright, so now the Steelers, I'll get the ball back, tied at 3, 8:46 to go here in the first half. They've had very similar drives so far. Both teams went 15 plays for about 8 minutes on their first drive, kicking a field goal. Their second drive, the Steelers went 5 plays, and the Ravens went 3 plays. And they both punted, so very, very similar so far for both sides offensively. Alright, just give me 1 second. Alright, so they're back from commercial break here. Steelers with the ball at their own 26-yard line. Pickett in the pistol. Najee Harris, the running back, wind up behind him. Harris gets the give here, and he's able to plow forward for a gain of 5. By the way, 21 for the Ravens. That is Brandon Stevens, the second-year defensive back out of SMU. He is questionable to return with a hand injury. 2nd and 5. Here for the Steelers. Here is the jet sweep on the give to 89. Actually, no idea who that is, but he's able to pick up a first down. On a gain of 6 there. 89, that is... Oh, man, I don't know if I could say this name. Gunnar Olszewski? Probably said that wrong. But, if I didn't, great, but I probably did. So, sorry about that. But, 1st and 10 here. Under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Here is the gift to Jalen Warren. Warren with some tough running, able to get 6 yards on the play. Jalen Warren's had a really nice start to this game. He had a big run in jet sweep earlier, and has had a few other runs just out of the backfield like that. But a solid running so far we've seen from Jalen Warren. He remains the back here. The Steelers have 91 rushing yards on 14 carries so far. Here is the gift to Jalen Warren once again, and he's able to get another solid run taken down by the rookie Kyle Hamilton out of Notre Dame after a gain of 5 and picking up a Steelers first down. Jalen Warren so far 4 carries, 43 yards. Najee Harris 8 carries for 42 yards. And this pass is going to be juggled, and let's see. I don't know where they're going to spot this. Sorry, I actually missed the start of that play. I think they're going to say incomplete. Let's see. Yeah, incomplete. He dropped it. It was juggled and dropped by Deontay Johnson. So that will be incomplete for the Steelers. And to bring up a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Pickett under center. He's going to hand off to Jalen Warren up the middle, and Warren able to run for about 4 yards there on the play, making this a 3rd and medium. Alright, seems to be lagging a bit. Not sure why. Should be fine. But the Ravens' run defense has been really good. So they've already allowed their season average, over their season average of 80-something. Pickett rolls out, and on the move, he fires across the middle. That is complete by Pat Frymuth inside the 40-yard line down at the 37. And he's able to pick up a Steelers first down in the process as well. First and 10 here. Here's the gift to Najee Harris running right, and he's able to run for about 2, maybe 3 yards there. Not a whole ton of space there. Make sure to vote on the poll if you haven't already. 83% of you guys have said the Ravens will win. 17% of you guys have said the Steelers will win. 2nd and 7 here for the Steelers, with 4:25 to go in the first half. 8-play, 40-yard drive so far. Pickett takes the high snap and hands off to Najee Harris up the middle. Harris able to run for about 3 yards, maybe got a 4th. No, it's going to be about 3 yards there to make this a 3rd and 4. Alright. I missed that play. It looks like broken up by Chuck Clark, but I'm trying to figure out why this appears to be lagging. It should be perfectly fine. I do everything the same every time. And it's not running smoothly right now. But trying to fix this real quick. But sorry about that. Here's a field goal attempt from Chris Boswell. This one drifting and off the upright, no good. And it will stay as a tie ball game at 3-3. It was going to be close if he got it. Ended up doinking off the upright and bouncing away, falling, and making it no good for the Steelers. Alright, seems to be running smoothly now. Sorry about that before. I don't know why it was doing that. Alright, so waiting to come back from commercial break here. Alright, so waiting for him to come back from commercial break here. After the missed field goal. Tyler Huntley's in his career, he was a 3-year starter at Utah in college, and then he signed with the Ravens as an undrafted free agent. He was onto the field here after the Steelers' missed field goal attempt. Sorry, I also just realized this still says quarter 1. It's quarter 2, by the way. And looks like we have some early movement on the Ravens' offensive line. Actually, it's tight end. But along the line of scrimmage, here is now a 1st and 15 after the pre-snap penalty for the Ravens. Backs them up 5. Huntley in the pistol. J.K. Dobbins, the running back, lined up behind him. Right guard, the fullback, in motion. Here's the give to Dobbins. He breaks it outside. J.K. Dobbins is going to get out of bounds after picking up 15, which is what he needed for the first down. Maybe got an additional yard as well. Tough to tell. But good run there from J.K. Dobbins. Good decision to bounce it outside. And picks up 15. Maybe got a 16th yard there as well. T.J. Watt in the backfield again on that play. But at that time, Dobbins able to avoid him and not get taken down for a loss. Again, they go to Dobbins. And again, he's got another solid run of 5. Or, I should say, again, he's got another solid run. This time a gain of 5. But 2nd and 5 here after the run for 5 on first down by J.K. Dobbins. That snap actually almost hit right guard, the fullback. as he was running in motion. 2nd and 5, again Reichard in motion. And Dobbins hitting the backfield again. He's able to break free of that initial contact and run for 6 yards, which is also good enough for a Raven first down. So I've noticed what they're doing is they're leaving TJ Watt essentially unblocked off the edge, putting Reichard in motion from left to right across the formation, and hoping he can go pick up that block, but what's happening is he's not able to get over there in time. Which is why on that previous play, he was almost hit with the ball because he went in motion slightly early trying to get over there. But that's what I've noticed is happening so far. Which is why TJ Watt's been able to be in the backfield for several plays. Alright, so waiting to back from commercial break after, let's see, I don't know what we actually had. Oh, the 2-minute warning. I thought we were still at like 2:20. Alright, but apparently now 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Game feels like it's going by rather quickly. I mean, I guess both teams have been running the football a lot. The first quarter like flew by in the blink of an eye. So I guess it is going by quickly. Alright, so waiting to come back from commercial break here. Some updated results in the poll. Ravens have 71% of the vote. Steelers have 29% of the votes. Steelers going up a bit. Oh, they're back from commercial. They go, looks like they go quarterback sneak here with Tyler Huntley. On 3rd and very short, 3rd inches, they pick it up. So we got a 1st and 10 here for the Ravens with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. 1:30 to be exact. Exactly, actually, when I said that. Huntley in the pistol, J.K. Dobbins, the running back, behind him. Here is the gift to Dobbins, and he's going to break this outside. J.K. Dobbins forced it to bounce after a gain of 11. Another good run there from Dobbins, as he's up to 9 carries for 58 yards so far today. Both teams have been able to run the football pretty effectively. The Steelers have surprisingly had success against a very good Ravens run defense. And Dobbins, as I just said, up to 9 carries for 58 yards. This time, Gus Edwards enters at running back. Reichard, the fullback, in motion. He is in motion. And Gus Edwards runs for about 2.5, maybe got a 3rd yard there. But again, what I was explaining before, how they've got right guard the fullback in motion, and he comes across and blocks the player on the edge, usually TJ Watt. They did that again. Huntley pump fakes, and now actually throws to Mark Andrews near the sideline for a first down with 32 seconds to go in the half. Alright, first and 10 here. Tyler Huntley, 5 of 7 for 40 yards so far today. He's going to keep this one, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Big play there, made by the Steelers defense, tackling Huntley for a loss of a yard. And now, with 28 seconds to go, let's see who spends the timeout here. Let's see. I think it's going to be the Ravens spending a timeout, but I'm not sure. Alright, again, sorry. I don't know why this is being so slow and laggy and stuff like that. But timeout called for by the Ravens with 28 seconds to go in the half, after a run that lost a yard. Alright, so waiting for them to go back from commercial after the timeout here. Alright, still waiting for them to come back from commercial break. Very long break here. For the timeout, excuse me. Alright, now they're back from commercial break, finally. Second and 10 here for the Ravens after the run play, which I think lost a yard. Should really be second and 11 with 28 seconds to go. Justice Hill, their third string running back at the backfield. And here's the screen to Isaiah Likely, the rookie tight end. He goes nowhere. He swung backwards after a loss of about 5, maybe even more on the play. And the Ravens spend their second timeout with 22 seconds to go. That play was just a disaster. He pump faked the throw out to Hill on like a little swing pass at the backfield. And then they were trying to set up the screen to Isaiah Likely, which they got the screen, just they forgot the blocking, which is a pretty big part of a screen. And the rookie tight end out of Coastal Carolina loses quite a few yards on the play. Third and 16, they're going to mark a loss of 6 on the play. And We have 22 seconds to go here in the first half. Steelers with 2 timeouts remaining. Ravens with 1 timeout. 22 seconds to go. Game tied at 3 before the upcoming 3rd and 16 play. Third and 16. Here is the give to J.K. Dobbins up the middle. Dobbins looks for a lane. He's able to find one and get it up to the 15, maybe 16-yard line. Or I should say 16, maybe 15-yard line. And the Ravens will wind this clock all the way down. Now we got a late flag that comes in as well. So this could be big depending on which way it goes. Because now with 10 seconds to go, if it's against the Ravens, that backs them up even more and makes it a more difficult field goal. If it's on the Steelers, that gives the Ravens a fresh set of downs. And now you could go take a shot or even 2 at the end zone before you settle for a field goal, if you settle for a field goal. After the play, we got a personal foul on the Steelers, so it's a defensive penalty on Cam Hayward. So that'll give the Ravens an automatic first down. So now, if you're the Ravens, now you can go take a few shots at the end zone, see if you can score a touchdown here before the half. And if not, then end up settling for a field goal. First and goal here, they put 11 seconds on the clock, so they add an additional second. First and goal from the 7. Huntley, empty backfield, cannot take a sack here, or you don't want to, you can. To the end zone, that is called for a touchdown by Isaiah Likely. The Ravens score the game's first touchdown right before the half and take advantage off the Steeler penalty, giving them a fresh set of downs. And it is now 9-3 Ravens. 11-play, 62-yard drive, taking 8:23 off the clock. And Tyler Huntley finds rookie tight end Isaiah Likely for the score. And my screen is frozen again. Alright, let's try this again. Sorry about that. But the extra point from Justin Tucker is up and good. Cam Hayward's still mad about the penalty. But Steelers, I'd imagine, just going to take a knee. They've got 2 timeouts, but I mean, they've got, what, 6 seconds? Maybe 7 seconds? Not much to do in that short amount of time. And it froze again. Alright, I don't know if this is just my internet, because I'm not sure, because why would my stream be bad and this be bad, but I'm not sure. And the game be bad. But I'm sorry about that. I don't know why this keeps happening. But on the kickoff, and it is stuck again. Alright, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this. Give me 1 second to figure this out. But we're just going to go to the half anyway, because if there's 3 seconds left. And yeah, they're just going to take a knee and go to the half. So at the half here, Ravens lead this 10-3. Oops, sorry, didn't realize caps lock on. But the Ravens lead 10-3 at the half and are also set to receive the second half kickoff. I'm going to go take a very short break as I do at halftime of every game. But just give me one quick second real quick. Give me 1 second. Alright, so I'm going to go take a very short break. You guys make sure to vote on the poll if you haven't already. And let me know who you guys have winning your updated score prediction. And I'll let you guys know who I have winning, if I'm going to stick with my prediction of the Steelers. Or if I will switch to the Ravens and my updated score prediction as well when I come back. But I will see you in a minute or in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Thank you guys for staying with me. And, my updated score and who I have winning. So let's get to that. But, currently the Ravens lead the Steelers 10-3 at the half. And, the Ravens will also be set to receive the kick at the end of halftime as well. Or I should say to start the second half. But now my original score prediction, I don't even remember what my score prediction was. I just remembered I was taking the Steelers. Let me check my score prediction real quick. My score prediction was... Let's see. Hold on, give me 1 second to find it. 21-20 Steelers. So now, will I stick with that? It's been a little bit lower scoring than I expected. I didn't necessarily think we'd see a shootout or anything like that, but just a bit lower scoring. I thought we'd see a bit more points scored. But, I'm gonna... Well, oh man, it's tough. I want to go switch to the Ravens, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like the Steelers, they could do it. I'll stick with my original prediction of the Steelers, and we will go with a score of 20-17. So that's my updated score prediction, and who I have winning. I could definitely see this game still going either way. But let me know who you guys have winning in the comments. And also some updated results on the poll. 62% of you guys have said the Steelers. 38% of you guys have said... 62% have said the Ravens. 38% have said the Steelers will win. This is still a game I could see going very much either way. And going over some stats from the first half, both player stats and team stats. Player stats starting off with the Steelers. Kenny Pickett, 5 of 10 for 42 yards, no touchdowns or picks. Najee Harris, 10 carries for 49 yards, no touchdowns. Jalen Warren, 5 carries, 48 yards. Gunnar Olszewski, probably said that wrong, 1 carry for 6 yards. Derek Watt, 1 carry for 3 yards. Kenny Pickett, 2 carries for a yard. Receiving for the Steelers, Pat Frymouth, 2 catches for 16 yards. Deontay Johnson, a catch for 14. Jalen Warren, 1 for 10. Steve Sims, 1 for 2. Najee Harris and George Pickens, both no catches. Harris has been targeted once. Pickens has been targeted twice. On the Ravens side of things, we have Tyler Huntley, 7 of 9 for 41 yards and a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 10 carries for 65 yards. Tyler Huntley, 5 carries for 20 yards. Gus Edwards, 3 carries for 2 yards, and Andy Isabella, 1 carry for a yard. For the Ravens receiving wise, Mark Andrews, 3 catches, 32 yards. Deshaun Jackson, a catch for 9. Marcus Robinson, a catch for 9, and Isaiah Likely, 2 catches for a yard and a touchdown. Getting to some team stats, let's take a look at those. First downs, that is the Ravens 11-8. Total plays, that is the Steelers 30 plays to 28 plays ran for the Ravens. Total yards, also slight edge for the Steelers with 142. Ravens have 129. Total drives, that's 4 for the Steelers, 3 for the Ravens. Yards per play, very, very similar. 4.7 for the Steelers, 4.6 for the Ravens. Passing, 35 passing yards for the Steelers, 41 passing yards for the Ravens. Kenny Pickett has been sacked 1 time for a loss of 7. Huntley has not been sacked. Rushing yards, 107 for the Steelers, 88 for the Ravens. In the red zone, the Ravens are 1 for 2, and the Steelers are 0 for 1. Penalties, four penalties for 23 yards for the Steelers, 1 penalty for 5 yards for the Ravens, and time of possession is fairly even. 16-41 for the Steelers, 13-19 for the Ravens. And no turnovers by either side. Give me 1 second. But at the second half, and it froze again. Alright, no, actually no it didn't. But at the second half set to begin, so I shall get this not saying half anymore and get it saying third quarter. Oh no. Quarter number 3, Ravens to receive the kick here. Actually, they already kicked off, didn't even realize that. But Huntley under center. He's going to scramble around, and on the move he's going to fire to Mark Andrews. Andrews tries to go up and over, but he's not able to. He's taken down after a gain of 14 on the play. Solid start to the half for the Ravens. First and 10. For Baltimore. Tyler Huntley, 8 of 10 for 55 yards so far today. From the pistol, they've gone to this look a lot. Here is the give to J.K. Dobbins. He spins away from contact about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he's able to run forward for a gain of 3, maybe 4 yards there. But, they have been, the Raven running backs have been hit in the backfield so often, and then they've just done such a tremendous job of getting back to the line of scrimmage so far today. Second and 8 here from their own 41. Huntley in the shotgun after Dobbins shifts from behind him to his left. Huntley on the keeper here. He is going to be stopped after a gain of a yard. Not much space there to run on the option play. Third and 10. Third and 7. Here for the Ravens, an early third down in the second half. Third and 7 from their own 42. Huntley in shotgun. And he's going to dump it off to Mark Andrews underneath, and he's able to turn upfield and pick up a first down. And get it all the way inside Steelers territory as well. Inside, or down to the 40-yard line. Inside Pittsburgh territory. And it's a good thing Tyler Huntley got that ball out when he did, because otherwise he was definitely going down. TJ Watt slipped, otherwise he probably would have gotten there. But a good throw from Huntley to Mark Andrews, who then drags Micah Fitzpatrick along, who's actually still down in the play. So hopefully Fitzpatrick is okay after the Ravens pick up the first down. Don't see anything unusual. That would be an injury there, but hopefully he's okay, as never want to see any player get hurt. Alright, but if they go to commercial here, hopefully he is okay. But let me know if you guys have an updated score prediction at the half or anything like that in the comments. And also, while they're at commercial, make sure to like and subscribe, as I would greatly appreciate that, and would also greatly help out my stream and channel. So I would greatly appreciate if you can do that. Alright, still waiting for them to come back from commercial break here. Hi, how's it going? How are you today? Happy New Year. Alright, they're finally back from commercial break here. And this play is blown dead after what appears to be a pre-snap penalty. Or actually, it is a pre-snap penalty, otherwise it wouldn't have been blown dead. It's going to be a false start on the Ravens. It is on center Tyler Linderbaum, the rookie out of Iowa. Well, now that you see that angle of it, it looks like Minka Fitzpatrick might have rolled his ankle on that play, so hopefully he's okay. Demonte KZ will come in for him. He's in his 6th season. They took that away really quickly. I don't know how anyone's supposed to read all those numbers. Here's the gift to Dobbins. Once again, fights through contact in the backfield. Loses the football, but I believe he was down first. Huntley falls on it anyway. I think he was down. But we've got a second down here for the Ravens. Let's see where they're going to spot this. I believe it should be... They're going to mark this 2nd and 15. Oh, right, because of the false start in the previous play. Sorry about that. I'm thinking they're marking it a loss, but just no gain there. 2nd and 15. Huntley in shotgun. He looks to throw here. And he's going to escape the rush, roll out right now. He's going to take off and run. He is going to get a good run of 10 yards there, but a flag is down in the play. Let's see what this is. It is going to be a holding penalty on right tackle Morgan Moses. So that'll back up the play and make it a 2nd and 25 here. So really long. The next thing they'll know is they'll have like 3rd and 50. But I definitely hold there. And it is now 2nd and 25, 3rd penalty on the day for the Ravens. Huntley looks to throw on 2nd and long. And over the middle, he is going to complete that to Mark Andrews. And he's going to pick up 19 of those yards back to make this a 3rd and very manageable. So they go from 2nd and 25 to a 3rd and 6. A great play there as Andrews just beats Devin Bush across the field on the crossing route. And good throw by Tyler Huntley as well, getting the ball there. He had a slight juggle of it, but I believe that's still a completion. 3rd and 6 here. Huntley escapes the rush, rolls out, and he's going to look to run. He's able to gain 2, maybe got a 3rd yard there, but he's going to be short. And let's see what the Ravens opt to do here. From about the Steelers' 33. So they're going to go to Justin Tucker to attempt a field goal. He's 7 of 12 on 50-plus yarders this season. This one from 51 in the left hash. Tucker's kick is up, and it is good, making the Ravens lead 10 points and extending, and making this a 2-score game. As it is now 13-3. Steelers will get the ball after the commercial break here. For their first drive here of the second half. Updated results in the poll. Ravens now have 56% of the vote. Steelers have 44% of the vote. So I see you guys getting increasingly confident with the Steelers. Alright, so waiting for them to come back from commercial break here, I'm going to go ahead and move this ball marker from the Ravens to the Steelers, as the Steelers will get the ball for their first possession of the second half after they come back from commercial break. By the way, that's an 8-play, 42-yard drive taking 529 or 49? 5:29 off the clock for the Ravens to open the half. Alright, they're back from commercial break here. So, Justin Tucker has it teed up, and he is sending it away here. And this is going to be knee taken. About a yard deep in the end zone. And the Steelers offense, led by Kenny Pickett, will come on at their own 25 for their first possession of the second half. Mike Tomlin has had a 15 straight seasons at 500 or better, which is the longest streak, or actually, sorry, the fourth, I think it's the longest streak to begin career. He is one of 4 coaches to have 15 straight winning seasons, or seasons at 500 or better, sorry. First and 10 here, Pickett looks to throw, and that pass batted at the line and intercepted, incomplete. Looking for Pat Frymouth on the out route there. But that pass tipped at the line and falls incomplete. Urban got a hand up for the Ravens. Pickett hands off to Najee Harris. Harris with space. He's going to pick up first down and more as well, as he's able to pick up 15 yards there on his first touch of the second half. A similar play design to what they did with the jet sweep to Jalen Warren before. Have him come in motion on a fake jet sweep, but before they gave the ball to him. This time, give it to Harris, and he's able to pick up 15 yards. Good play there for the Steelers. This time they go back to Najee Harris. He's able to pick up 3, maybe 4 yards, not a whole ton of space for him to run on first down. Second and 7, Pickett wind up under center. Najee Harris remains the running back. Sims in motion, and let's see, buffering. Okay, and my game froze. Hold on, let me try that again. Sorry about that. But the play is now over, so I shall check what happened. It looks like, alright, here, they're showing a replay. But we've got a big loss on the give to Najee Harris. Looks like the mark has a loss of 7, but a big loss there. 3rd and 14. Empty backfield here for Pickett. He looks to throw here on 3rd and long. Good pocket. He steps up and fires a strike to George Pickens, who's going to get it very close to the first down marker and pick up a first down right at midfield for the Steelers. His first catch on 3 targets so far today. Good catch there for Pickett. A good throw there for Pickett. Sorry, good catch there for George Pickens. First and 10, Jalen Warren motions into the backfield. Kenny Pickett in shotgun. He looks to throw. He's going to escapes the rush, and he's going to throw to Jalen Warren. High throw, but snagged in, or hauled in, I should say. And Warren picks up 6 on the play. Good play there for the Steelers. And now they're having a good response drive to the Ravens' first drive of the second half as well. Pickett under center, Deontay Johnson in motion, 2nd and 4. Pickett going to hand off to Jalen Warren, who loses footing and is taken down, or is end up touched. So he's down by contact right at the line of scrimmage. It's the second time we've seen a Steeler player got tripped up today. The first time was Kenny Pickett. This time Warren loses footing and goes down for no gain. 3rd and 4 here for the Steelers. Pickett looks to throw here, and he's going to find Jalen Warren out of the backfield. He turns upfield and picks up a Steeler first down, gaining 5 yards. They needed 4. And Deontay Johnson comes up limping. Hopefully he's okay. Holding his right lower leg. Looks like his ankle. Hopefully he's okay. But the Steelers with a good opening drive of the second half. 8 plays, 37 yards. Alright, so hopefully Deontay Johnson is okay. Steelers have a first down upcoming after they come back from the injury timeout. Alright, so hopefully Deontay Johnson is okay. They've made a commercial break. And now the Steelers, they really are going to whack someone on the outside. Their receiving core already pretty thin, because Deontay Johnson was obviously their number one wide receiver. I mean, you do have George Pickens. I do like him as a player a lot. But, there's really not many playmakers on the outside for the Steelers, aside from Johnson and Pickens. So now it's really just be George Pickens a lot, with no Deontay Johnson in for at least the next couple plays. Obviously, hopefully it's not a serious injury. Deontay Johnson actually back on the field here after this first down play. By the way, it was a 5-yard gain on a run with Najee Harris. But Deontay Johnson back in the field, that is something very good to see. 2nd and 5. Pickett in the pistol. He's going to hand off to Harris up the middle once again. And Harris, this time, not much space to run. Maybe able to get a yard based off forward progress, but not much space to run. Third and 4 here for the Steelers from the Ravens 33, but we've got a timeout called for by the Ravens defensively before this upcoming third down play. But if they go to commercial here at the timeout, or half commercial. But, let's see how what the Steelers have to do here on this third down. Oh, the Ravens called a timeout because they had 12 guys on the field. They were trying to get somebody to come off, then they ended up just calling a timeout. 3rd and 4 here. Ravens lead the Steelers 13-3 with 3:52 to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 4, Pickett, empty backfield. Blitz block by the Ravens, and Pickett able to get the throw off. That one falls incomplete. Pickett now slow to get up. He got drilled by Kyle Hamilton. Fourth and 4, the Ravens brought a blitz. Kyle Hamilton was a free rusher off the edge, just did not have enough guys to pick it up. And Pickett took a big hit from Kyle Hamilton right as he was letting that ball go. 51-yard field goal attempt here for the Steelers. It is drifting and good. Boswell gets it from 51 and gets it back to a one-score game for the Steelers. It is now 13-6. And both teams have been very, very similar offensively so far today. You have, obviously, both sides starting with a field goal. It has almost been identical, aside from the fact the Ravens scored a touchdown. But they've gone field goal, punt, then missed field goal for the Steelers, touchdown for the Ravens, then end of half, and then field goal. So, as I said, very, very similar. Now, hi, how's it going? But it is very, very similar with how both teams have been offensively so far. Alright, so let's see how the Ravens look offensively here, as they still lead this one. It's now a one-score game, though, 13-6 with 3:42 to go in the third quarter. Alright, still having back from commercial break here. Alright, so they're back from commercial break here. After the field goal by the Steelers was good. This kick is a touchback, and the Ravens will take over at their own 25-yard line. Hold on, give me 1 second real quick. Alright, first and 10 here for this for the Ravens from their own 25. Dobbins still on his feet after stumbling initially. He's shoved it out of bounds by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Good to see another Steeler who was injured previously back on the field. But he forced him out of bounds after a good run there from Dobbins of about a gain of 20. Solid, or actually really good run there from Dobbins. Officially marked as a 24-yarder. He's got 13 carries, 91 yards so far today. Having himself a very nice Sunday Night Football game. Alright, this line on the field right here is so inaccurate, it's a full 2 yards off. But if they go back to Dobbins here, this time, not much space. He's able to get about a yard and a half, maybe at a second yard, not a whole ton of space. J.K. Dobbins over his last 4 games, 54 carries, 395 yards, and a touchdown as well. 7.3 yards a carry. Second and 8. Huntley play action. He is sacked immediately by T.J. Watt, who just came around the edge extremely quickly around our right tackle Morgan Moses, and gets to sack extremely quickly there on Tyler Huntley. Huntley almost lost the ball there. Good job to hang on to it. T.J. Watt missed 7 games this season, but still has good numbers. 2 picks, which is somewhat interesting for defensive end outside linebacker. Here's a quick throw to Isaiah Likely. He's got the ball up to midfield before he's forced backwards on a 3rd and long. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Good job by the Steelers rallying to the football. 4th and 7 here after the gain of 11. And it appears as if the Ravens will be forced to punt it away as they stand on the punt unit. Alright, so we got a 4th and 7 here from midfield for the Ravens. They'll punt it away. Steven Sims back deep to receive for the Steelers. He calls for a fair catch at his own 10-yard line, and that is where the Steelers offense will start with 46 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, but there is a flag down, so that could change what's going on here. So let's check the penalty marker. Officials talking it over now. But as it stands, Ravens lead 13-6 with 46 seconds to go. Steelers get the ball at their own 10. But we've got to check the penalty first. During the kick, we got a holding penalty on the Steelers. That'll back them up. And I believe they'll now be starting at their 5. But we got 46 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. First and 10 from their own 5. Pickett under center. He is going to hand off to Najee Harris. Harris bounces it outside. And he's got a good run there of 10 yards on 1st down. And he picks up a Steelers 1st down as well. Good run there from Harris, as he's had himself a very nice game. The Steelers have really... I've been shocked of how well they've been able to run the football. Behind a not great offensive line, they've been able to run for 134 yards and average 5.2 yards a carry against a very good Ravens run defense. I believe they're the 3rd best team against the run. So I've kind of been surprised with how the Steelers have been able to do this. 2nd and inches is what they're going to mark it as. Pickett under center. He's going to hand off to Najee Harris. Harris is... Oh, he's going to be close. Didn't get much. Didn't need much, though. And it's going to depend on the spot, depending on if he's got a 1st down or not. But regardless of the spot, we've got an end of the 3rd quarter. So that'll bring up either a 1st and 10 or another 3rd and very short for the Steelers when the 4th quarter begins. Let's check and take a look at what they marked that as. They did give him a 1st down, so they marked that he probably got just enough for a 1st down. But I mean, he didn't. He didn't get much, but then again, as I said before, he didn't need much, only a few inches. Or a bit more than a few inches, but... Alright, so... my updated score prediction, obviously, I'm now going to go switch over to the Ravens. And my score is going to be, we'll go 20-13 for the Ravens. But I mean, it's still anyone's game. It's a one-score game here. Alright, so they're back from commercial break here. Steelers with the football. And 1st and 10 at their own 15. Current playoff picture in the AFC: Steelers in the hunt at 7-8, helped out by loss to the Dolphins today. They will be tied with the Patriots. I don't know what the tiebreaker is between them, if they're able to come back and get the win. Here's the give to Najee Harris up the middle, and he's still on his feet. And Harris with a good run of 14, maybe 15 there on 1st down. And getting back to the playoff picture, as far as the Ravens go, they've already clinched a playoff spot. Now, they're just fighting for seeding, I believe. I don't know if you can... They might already be locked into the 5 seed. Let's see. Playoff... no, they're not locked into the 5 seed. The Chargers right on their tail. 1st and 10 here from the 30. Pickett looks to throw. Steps up in the pocket. And on the move, he fires. That is complete to George Pickens, who picks up 15 on the play. And the Steelers have a good start to this 4th quarter. Kenny Pickett tonight, 9 of 16 for 83 yards. Pickett, high snap, hands off to Jalen Warren. And Warren is able to run for a gain of 5. He's just some tough running tonight. And, it's pretty cool what he's been able to do, is come in as an undrafted free agent and then become the primary backup to seeing a good amount of playing time. Here is another run for Jalen Warren, and he's able to pick up 13 on that run. No, not 13, 8, sorry. Alright, so here's a 1st down here for the Steelers. 20 to go in the half, or in the game. Pickett under pressure, he's going to throw. That is almost intercepted as it took a bounce off of somebody's arm or hand at the line of scrimmage. Justin Houston got pressure on Kenny Pickett. It was tipped in the air by, I could not tell who that was. Sorry. 96 of the Ravens, I think, was his number. That is Broderick Washington. Here's the give to Najee Harris. He runs for a gain of 6. And that brings up a manageable 3rd and 4. Third and 4 here for the Steelers. Pickett to throw. He throws to the outside. That is complete to Deontay Johnson. He breaks a tackle and is shoved out of bounds at the 15-yard line. A great drive here for the Steelers so far. Starting from their own 5, they've gotten their way all the way to about the 20. They've had a really, really nice drive. And by the way, I forget his name right now, but the corner, Brandon Stevens, who was questionably to return with a hand injury. He was back in the game. He was in coverage on that play with Deontay Johnson. By the way, there's a run for 2 yards from Jaylen Warren. The Ravens have allowed 25 drives to reach the red zone, only 7 touchdowns allowed in their last 9 games, which is a 28% touchdown percentage, which is the best in the NFL in the last 8 weeks. Second and 8. Pickett hands off to Jaylen Warren. He's trying to spin away from defenders, but he's taken down in the backfield for a loss of 2. By 97, that's Brent Urban. He had a pass deflection earlier. Third and 10 here for the Steelers. From the 15 of the Ravens, first down inside the 5. Pickett looks to throw, and he's going to fire to the end zone. That's incomplete. Looking for Steven Sims. And that one falls incomplete. Here's a 4th and 10. Now, interesting decision. Do you go for this with 9:47 to go, or do you kick the field goal? It would still be a 4-point game. Looks like they're going to send out the field goal unit and try to make it 13-9 here. Chris Boswell, 2 of 3 on field goals, made a 21 and 51 yarder so far. He missed a 48-yarder, 33-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is up and good. And it is now 13-9 for the Steelers. 13-9. Ravens still with the lead. With 9:44 to go. Alright, so we're back from commercial break here. After the field goal from Boswell was good, he's actually responsible for all the points. For the Steelers, as he's kicked 3 field goals. Really 3 of 4. And also, feel free to like and subscribe, as I would greatly appreciate that. And help out the channel. Alright, so they're back. No, they're not back. Yeah, they're actually back from commercial break. They're showing with and without TJ Watt. Without TJ Watt, they have a 1-6 record, whereas with him they are 6-2, and their defense has 25 sacks and 15 takeaways. So he's such a big part of their defense, one of the best defensive players in the league right now. But the kick is away. This will be returned from the 4 by Justice Hill. And Hill breaks it outside. Hill down the sideline. Does not have the angle. He shoved it about. No, he's not shoved it bounds. Excellent return from Justice Hill. Inside Steelers territory. Down at the 40, or a little bit before. Big return there for Hill. Sets the Ravens up with excellent starting field position. Inside Steelers territory. First and 10 here for the Ravens. Huntley hands off to J.K. Dobbins. He goes down for a loss of 2 or 3 yards there on the play. Huntley looks to throw here on 2nd and 12. He's going to down the field. It is incomplete, looking for 84. I believe that's Nick Boyle, their 2nd string tight end. No, that's Josh Oliver. Nick Boyle's 86. So they have 4 tight ends they play at times. Obviously, they've got Mark Andrews. They've also got Boyle, Likely, and Oliver. Third and 12 here, 3rd and long for the Ravens. 8:51 to go in the game. Huntley looks to throw, quick throw over the middle that is incomplete. As rookie tight end Isaiah Likely could not haul that one in. As it seemed to me what they were just trying to do is get into field goal range, give Justin Tucker a chance, and go back up by a touchdown. But I likely never really got a good grip on that, and now the Ravens are forced to punt it away. And try to pin the Steelers back deep. Fair catch called for at the 7 or 8 yard line. So they waste that excellent kick return. But pin the Steelers back deep, and Kenny Pickett and the Steelers offense will start inside their own 10 yard line once again. Alright, so waiting from commercial break here. Alright, some updated results from the poll. 58% of you guys have said the Ravens will win. 42% have said the Steelers. This is still a game I could definitely see going either way. Still waiting for him to return from the commercial. The Steelers' offense rushing tonight is averaging 2.4 yards before contact to carry, which is the second highest this season. First and 10 here. Jalen Warren starts off as the running back. According to Next Gen Stats, currently the Steelers have a 30% chance of winning, Ravens with a 70% chance. Pickett hands off to Warren. He bounces it outside and is hit by Chuck Clark, taken down after a gain of 4. Seems like that play was actually supposed to go left, but seems like there was confusion between Pickett and Warren. 2nd and 4 here. Pickett hands off to Warren again, up the middle this time. He's able to run for first down. And pick up about 6. 7:45 to go in the game. First and 10, Pickett going to take a deep shot down the field for Deontay Johnson. Oh, did he make that catch? Yes, he did. Wow, what a catch for Deontay Johnson. Huge play there for the Steelers. Biggest offensive play for either side. Let's see, did he get the feet in? Oh, I don't think he did. One. No, I think he's only got one in. After further discussion on the field, it is an incomplete pass. A great catch anyway, but I'm just not able to get the feet in. Got 1 foot in, but could not get the second. Second and 9 here. 7:32 to go in the game. Ravens lead this one 13-9. Second and 10. Najee Harris motions into the backfield. Pickett in shotgun. He looks to throw. And still holding onto the ball. Now he's just going to eat the sack for a loss of 7. And he's just got to find a way to throw that ball away. Loss of 8 on the sack there. If nothing's open, you just gotta find a way to throw that away. You can't go take an 8-yard sack there. I mean, if it's a loss of a yard or so, I mean, you still don't want it, but I mean, you could deal with it. But you can't be taking a loss of 8 here. Ravens bring a blitz, picked up very nicely, and that pass is dropped by Pat Frymouth and falls incomplete. Now, a 4th and 18 here for the Steelers. This is a drive they really needed to do more with. I mean, I know they didn't have a good starting field position, but I mean, they need to be able to score if they want to win. They scored three field goals, giving them a total of 9 points, and they'll be forced to punt it away again. And this kick is fielded by James Prochet at his own 35. He's going to step out after a 1-yard return at his own 36. And speaking of polls, I put out a poll on the community tab on my channel where you guys can make sure to frequently check for polls, updates, anything like. Why would this not go down further? Why can I only see the top? What is it? 7? This is weird. All right, well, let me see if I can do it from here. But I was trying to view the results on that poll. By the way, current results on this poll: 58% of you guys have said the Ravens. 42% have said the Steelers. On that poll, let's see. Oh, here we go. It is 50-50. 50% of you guys said the Steelers, 50% of you guys said the Ravens. Alright, so waiting for them to come back from commercial break here after the punt to change possession. Alright, 1st and 10 here for the Ravens at their own 36-yard line after the punt. First and 10, Huntley looks to throw. He's going to roll out right and find Mark Andrews. Andrews able to pick up about 3 yards on the play. Not a whole ton of space there after the catch. Second and 6 here for the Ravens. Under 6 minutes to go in the game. J.K. Dobbins motions back into the backfield. Huntley takes the snap, hands off to Dobbins, who stumbles a bit, but still able to get 3 yards on the play, making this a 3rd and 3. 5.5 minutes to go. Ravens lead this one 13-9. Third and 3. Huntley in shotgun. J.K. Dobbins the back wind up to his right. James Prochet in motion. They fake the touch pass, give it to Dobbins, and he's barely able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Big play made there by the Steelers defense as they force a 3-and-out and give the ball right back to the offense. Fourth and 2. The Ravens send the punt unit on and will kick it away. Their defense has been playing really well. So, I mean, you've got to feel good about where you are right now. Up 4 with a little under 4.5 minutes to go. And this punt is going to bounce up in the air, and it's going to be a touchback. So the Steelers will get the ball at their own 20-yard line with the opportunity to go put together a game-winning drive. Alright, so waiting for them to come back from commercial break here. Alright, so the Steelers' path to the postseason, they need to win their 2 final games. And also need the Jets to beat the Dolphins and the Bills to beat the Patriots next week. The Ravens' defense has not allowed a touchdown at home in the last 15 quarters, which is the longest streak in the NFL since 2005 when the Bears did it. Pickett winds up under center, is going to hand off to Najee Harris. And Harris with some tough running gets 7, maybe 8 yards there on the play. Under 4 minutes to go here in the game. From their own 27, Pickett looks to throw. And he's going to fire to Harris out of the backfield and pick up 2 on the play. So this is going to bring up a third down, big third down here for the Steelers. Want to convert here, because otherwise it creates an interesting conversation. But a 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Pickett lined up under center. Najee Harris, the running back. And they're going to go quarterback sneak just to be safe. Pickett easily able to pick that up. And move the chains for the Steelers. First and 10 here from their own 30. Pickett in shotgun. Looks to throw. Rolls out and fires on the move and caught by Pat Frymouth for the catch at exactly midfield. Now the Steelers, they start to go with a little tempo here. 2:15 to go. They get to the line quickly. Pickett in shotgun. Najee Harris lined up to his right. They don't have to snap this before the 2-minute warning. They do. Now Pickett fires over the middle. That is caught by Sims for another Steeler first down, and that is the 2-minute warning. A flag is down in the play. Let's see what this is going to be. Give me 1 second. I don't know what the penalty was. Let me check really quickly. Oh, it was a defensive holding penalty, but the penalty was declined. But 1st and 10 here, 1:59 to go. Kenny Pickett on this drive is 3 of 3 for 50 yards. First and 10. Steelers really need a touchdown. Would be a great time for their first touchdown of the day. Here is like a jet sweep end around type thing. Hugh Sims for about a gain of 3. Second and 6, Pickett hands off to Najee Harris up the middle, and he's able to gain 7 and pick up another Steeler first down. So now this is very interesting with how the Ravens will manage this clock, because I doubt they're going to call timeouts and give the Steelers more time, especially because the Steelers need a touchdown. But I mean, they do want to save some time for themselves, so it's weird here. The Ravens spend their second timeout here before this 3rd and 1. A 1:49 to go. Alright, so we got a 3rd and 1 here. for the Steelers. Big play. Would not be shocked to see them go quarterback sneak once again. Pickett under center. And they are going to go quarterback sneak. Pickett, oh yeah, I think he got that. But then second effort. And good push from Najee Harris. Got it. He did not get that originally. It was the Najee Harris push that really got him the first down. Because, I mean, instead of just going straight, he, took a step and was running between the guard and the tackle. And there was just nowhere to go until Harris came and pushed him. Pickett looks to throw here on first down to the end zone. Incomplete. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10, 1:06 to go in the game. Second and 10 here for the Steelers. Pickett hands off to Najee Harris, and he's taken down after a gain of a yard. Not much space to run there. And now with 1:02 to go, the Ravens spend their third and final timeout. Third and 8 here for the Steelers. Third and 8, 1:02 to go. Ravens now out of timeouts. Steelers still with all 3 timeouts. Third and 8, Najee Harris exits the backfield. Pickett looks to throw. He's pressured. Does not take the sack. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown! Caught by Najee Harris. He turns a little swing pass out of the backfield and starts going up the sideline. Turns it into a wheel route. And he catches the Steelers' first touchdown of the day. And makes it a 15-13 game. So now let's see if the Ravens have a comeback in them. So we saw the Steelers did, but let's see if the Ravens do. 11-play, 80-yard drive, taking 3:20 off the clock for the Steelers. And speaking of the clock, they left 56 seconds on the clock, so I mean... They could definitely... the Ravens could definitely have enough time for a comeback. So now, an extra point makes it a field goal game, so there's no reason to go for 2 here. Just kick the extra point. And go up by a field goal. Last drive, Kenny Pickett 5 of 6 for 64 yards and obviously the touchdown as well. Oh, they kicked the extra point already. Didn't even see that. Sorry. But it is now 16-13. And the Ravens with plenty of time. No timeouts, though. But 56 seconds, no timeouts. Tyler Huntley on to see if he can orchestrate a game-winning drive. Or not even a game-winning. It could just be a game-tying. Obviously, you have one of the greatest kickers of all time in Justin Tucker. So he could definitely hit either a game-tying field goal, or he could hit a game-tying field goal, or even if it's like a 60-plus yarder game-tying field goal, he could definitely do that. Huntley looks to throw. He's going to check it down to Isaiah Likely. That one falls incomplete. But it only takes 4 seconds off the clock. Now 52 seconds to go. Ravens do need to use the sidelines. No timeouts. Which could be tricky in trying to get the clock stopped for a potential game-tying field goal. But 2nd and 10. Second and 10, empty backfield for Huntley. He looks to throw. He's pressured, steps up in the pocket. Now he looks to run. No, he's going to fire on the run. Almost intercepted. Throw back across the field for Deshaun Jackson. Did not get there. Almost got picked. 45 seconds to go. Flag is down on the field. Let's check that. It is going to be offensive holding on center Tyler Linderbaum, the rookie out of Iowa. His second penalty today. The first one was a false start. So we got a 2nd and 20 here. A 2nd and 20 here for the Ravens from their own 15. Empty backfield for Huntley. He looks to throw. And over the middle, he fires. It's complete to tight end Mark Andrews. He able to get a lot of the yardage back, making it a 3rd and 3 here. Clock still running. 30 seconds to go. Can't spike it here. 3rd down. Well, you could spike. Then you want 2 downs to work with here. Andrews again over the middle. And now they've got to go spike this. And now the Steelers, they knock the ball away. Trying to waste more time. And they eventually stop the clock with 15 seconds to go. Hold on, let me figure out what this ref's saying real quick. Alright, so we got a 1st and 10 here. I think what the Steelers are trying to say here is he was never touched down by contact. And when he got up, he went to go put the ball down so they can get and spike it, but then they're trying to say he was never touched down by contact, so it should be a fumble. But Huntley on the move fires over the middle and intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick comes away with the pick. And the Steelers will hold on for the victory. Also, just realized never changed the ball marker from the Steelers to the Ravens for that possession. Sorry about that. But the Steelers, they hold on to win. 16-13 will be the final. 13 seconds to go. As Huntley's pass over the middle is intercepted. First turnover by either side. Flag is down on the field. Comes out late. Let's check that just to make sure it's not something that was actually during the play and they just put their little graphic thing up late. But unsportsmanlike conduct, so after the play is said after the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Steelers. But that's an after the play penalty, so not enforced with what it's got to do in the play. And the Steelers, they keep their playoff hopes alive. They improve to they improved to 8-8 on the season. And next week against, hold on 1 second. Next week the Steelers play the Browns. That's a winnable game, I feel. So, the Steelers, remember, they need the Bills to beat the Dolphins, and they also need the Jets to beat the Dolphins. No, the Patriots. Jets to beat the No, Bills to beat the Patriots, Jets to beat the Dolphins. Sorry. So, I mean, I think it's doable for the Steelers. And now, I know there was something also impacted the North today. I don't know if the Bengals clinch with the Bengals might clinch with a win tomorrow. Well, yes, the Bengals will clinch the NFC North with a win tomorrow against the Bills. That's going to be a really, really good game, I think. But that's all for this stream. Thank you guys for watching. Turn on notifications so you don't miss tomorrow's stream for what I feel is going to be an absolutely amazing game between the Bills and Bengals. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this stream, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss any of their upcoming videos or live streams. I do my best to post as often as possible. And thank you guys for joining me. Happy New Year. I do my best to post as often as possible. Hope you have a great rest of your night, and I will see you in the next video.